Hi, my lovely people. Well, let's hurry up and put this in front of the video. You know, we got sensitive folks out here, cease and desist type folks, you know. Ain't nobody worried about it, but let's protect ourselves over here, storm chasers. So guess what? Here's the disclaimer. Under Section 107, baby, Fair Use Act, I found everything from a public domain. It's for education and entertainment purposes only. Bingo, bongo, we done. Now we got to get into this. Now it's Messy Monday over here, okay? So we're going to run down some of the things that happened last week, some of the developments that may happened over the weekend, and things of that nature. But we got to start here, okay? Now we did touch about this in the live that I did Saturday morning. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. But we didn't go too deep in it. And I said I wanted to do a reaction. So your girl over the weekend sat down and listened to the whole live. And baby, when I say Captain Save 'em, Captain Save him, he came out here really thought he was going to be saving Jasmine. But in the midst of saving Jasmine, I feel like he dissed Hannah, he dissed his children, and then he still gave a little tea on Jasmine. I mean, we got to make it make sense, okay? So this is the thing that got me, right, with you, Phillip. Let me just read you for a second, okay? Because we got to figure it out. Phillip gets on this app and says, I'm not going to bash any of my baby mamas. Well, that's not what people want you to do. People don't want you to get on here and bash them. What people want you to do is do something for your children. Things that should be done off screen, right? But this is the thing that I found very funny with him. Number one, he says, well, Amaya lies all the time. According to Phillip, she lies all the time. So if you sat down and you asked her about her mother and Chris's relationship and what Chris has done to her. So I have a question. Did you sit down with Amaya and you ask her what was going on or has anything funny go on? And she says yes. So in your mind, she's a liar. So that means no to you. Or did you sit down and have a conversation about Jasmine and Chris and she said no to protect someone and then that was a lie too? So if she says yes, because you deem her as a liar, that means then you're thinking she's lying. If she says no, then you should be thinking she's lying since you're claiming she's a liar. You sat down and said, you asked them and they said absolutely nothing was going on. But if Amaya is a liar, then that means something is going on, right? I mean, come on. You also have been out here before and you say, well, I don't get into relationship disputes, meaning you don't care if Jasmine is over there being abused. But for some reason in his little itty bitty brain, right, he thinks that by it being Jasmine being abused and his kids not being abused, that his kids are safe. What? Whether it's the mother being abused and the children are watching or whether it's the children themselves, there still is going to be trauma and things that come up in the future, right? For me, Jasmine and Phillip and Chris, because he's the baby daddy too, y'all are all raising these children that eventually us adults have to deal with out in the real world, right? Then this Captain Save 'em tries to once again throw up that Olivia and Jasmine are doing this for views and clicks and he's seen the messages and her calling Jasmine mama a drunk while she's supposed to be in the chat upping him up, which we all knew that was Jasmine. Just like we knew Jasmine was the ghost, right? The ghost of Jasmine's past. She wasn't commenting, but baby, she was down there deleting and modding for your tail. Just like, okay, you tried to get on here and say, I'm still crazy. If something like that was going on, I would be over there in 2.2 seconds. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't, because if you would have been over there in 2.4 seconds, then any video that you see out here on these streets, all them dents in the refrigerator, honey, that cape that you always put on for Jasmine, you would have put that on and flew on over there and you would have figured out what was going on, right? Also, you got on here saying, I'd have been told CPS I want my kids. Yeah, I would have told them, you know, and then you tried to hurry up and be quiet. So what you're saying without saying is, yes, CPS has been called and you have stood up for Jasmine because you think that everything that Jasmine is doing with those children is okay. So therefore, that makes you a deadbeat times 2. Because if CPS is involved, right, then that means that maybe something is going on. Now, y'all know I've had CPS called on me by a junkie before, right? We've all seen that. And we knew wasn't nothing going on. There was no videos out here. There was no proof. There was no evidence. She lied and called them and said all kinds of crazy shit that she had no proof of. And I still went and knocked on CPS door and asked them what was going on and brought them to my home the very next day, right? We did all of that. We've been there. We done that. But Phillip, They ain't coming for no reason. First off, I don't even understand. He over here talking about some, I pay money, and if my kids need anything, then I will get it. Then why is they always wearing jacked up shoes? Can you tell me why you getting on here with gold chains and new clothes and you doing all these trips, but your kids got to wear some damn Walmart shoes? Can you tell me that? So maybe your money ain't as long as what you say that you giving, Jasmine, or something, because something ain't making sense. See, that's why we got to get on into it. Why they going outside? Why is Aiden wearing boots in the summertime? Can you say that? And then they on the wrong feet. Why don't your kids' hair stay laid instead of trying to have Jasmine over there doing something to it, and then by the next week it look matted and it look like it's coming out? Huh? If you so paid and you so this and you living your best life and you, oh, if they ask me, I'm going to send it. Excuse me? I can't tell. I can't tell because the same clothes they wear with Jasmine is the same clothes they wear with you. Just because Hannah does a little bit more with them, meaning taking them out and getting them ice cream and y'all be on adventures, they still be looking the same like they do when they with Jasmine. I mean, we here to tell the truth, right? Tell the truth. So also I caught him over there. I'm not going to get on here and bash my baby mamas and this and that. No, let's tell the facts, Phillip. Because we seen you get on here, right? And you rode and dogged Asia for filth. You still have the live up, right? And you was talking all this stuff and now you don't know why she won't answer the phone. I wouldn't answer the phone for you either. The fact that you would get on here and cuss her out, but you won't say one word about Jasmine, that finds me kind of odd. That's kind of fishy. Is it because you know that Jasmine is the bottom barrel? You know, usually they say that they are the, ones that will, they the down ones. What? Jasmine is your bottom barrel because you know no matter what, if you need something from Jasmine, she is your backup plan, okay? You know that you can go and stay in her back bedroom. You know if you really want her, you can get Chris up out that house. You know all of this. You know if you want to have side babies. You know if you want to go to prison. You know if you want to be out in the streets. If you want to go back to your old profession, Jasmine will do it. So when you get on here and you try and make Jasmine look good, what you're really saying is, hey, she's my backup plan. So I'm going to get on here and I'm going to be with Hannah. But if it don't work out, I always got Jasmine in my side pocket. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm seeing. Because it makes absolutely no sense for this man to get on here and also say that Aiden is a demon child. Let me tell you something. Aiden is what y'all created. Get it? Aiden is what y'all created. Yeah, I'm going to say those twins probably do have some learning disabilities. No tea, no shade. But Aiden is what y'all created. If a child, okay, sits and watch a man go upside their mama head and do everything else, what do you think Aiden's going to do? He ain't doing nothing but acting out what he see at home. If his mother would have sat down and been when it got those children diagnosed with something, instead of waiting to the last minute just so she could get a check out of it, if she would have done it when they were first born and stuck with it, then they would have had a fighting chance. They would be really strong right now. They'd be able to talk. Because you see, as soon as somebody says something about Legendary, Jasmine went out and got that helmet. Oh, baby. She got that helmet so quick it made our head spin. She trying to give him the best shot at life. At this point, if you're going to stand up for a woman that says our kids and then the day before, them other kids, how she slickly dissed your children, and you going to sit here and say that everything is okay over there, then God, all I can say is y'all got to pray for the Davis for, because they don't got a fighting chance. It looked like Legendary don't either. Jasmine is always going to get on camera and try and make everything seem good for Legendary because right now he's the golden child. But the fact that she won't even get them BDBs cut up off his head, that lets us know she's not too worried about him. It's all for show. But when it comes to these two, honey, y'all better pray for them Davis for, because I sure do every night, because I think something is really, really crooked going on over there, and it ain't Phillip's teeth. Ooh, was I messy? Anywho, y'all, I just had to give my 2 cents. It's Messy Monday. I will see y'all in the comments below, and I can't wait to see what y'all thought about old Phillip here. Oh, Captain Save him.